What's up, y'all? New video. DoorDasher caught in fishing expedition. This one's crazy. I haven't even seen the full thing yet. I saw a little bit of it and I knew this would be a great video to react to.
Congratulations to these cops in Wisconsin for some mighty fine police work catching 3 teenagers attempting to earn some money delivering DoorDash.
You're door dashing right here?
Yeah, I swear to God, like this is where we was going. That's all.
Can I see the address?
See, like, before we really get started, it's so easy to be like judgmental of people's actions during police interactions. But even me, for example, like, I've had a couple of police interactions and I will be the first to admit that I failed them completely. I did not do what I was supposed to do. I let them violate my rights. I didn't come out of those interactions on top. At least the ones where the officer was acting like this officer and going on a fishing expedition and wanting to violate your rights, wanting to find a reason to put you in jail or give you a ticket, etc. Some cops, they'll just give you a ticket and go about your day. Honestly, with my experience, I'm trying to think, it's probably about like 50-50 to be honest. 50% of cops not trying to do too much. But then the other 50% are like racist cops who, especially if you're black, I drive a Tesla, so they don't really like that very much. So if you're not responsible, if you don't have your license, you don't have your insurance, here in Georgia, if you don't have your insurance up to date, then they'll try to tow your car, they'll try to search your car because they have like a loophole where if they tow your car, then they can search your car. It's crazy shit. So yeah, it's real out here, man. Like, but it was a good experience for me because it really taught me, like, one, to be responsible, to have your insurance up to date at all times, even though insurance is a fucking scam, but that's a whole different conversation for another video. And to also have your license up to date, because if you have your license and your insurance, then you're good. They can't really do too much to you, you know what I mean? Even if they want to lie and say they smell marijuana and all that other BS, if you have your license and your registrations and you don't answer any questions, most of the time it's going to come out in your best interest. Hopefully, if they don't kill you or shoot you.
You shouldn't be pulling to the back of a parking lot when someone turns their lights on.
No, we understand that, but we was coming here.
You should be pulling into the back of a parking lot when somebody pulls their lights on. He said you shouldn't. I didn't really understand that, but first of all, don't listen to officers when they say you should or shouldn't do something when they're pulling you over. You pull over when it's safe for you, one. You know what I mean? They'll try to say, like, I had one officer, like, why didn't you pull over immediately? And I pulled over, like, maybe a couple seconds after, and I told him, for one, I didn't know you were pulling me over because I don't do anything. So I had to figure out you were trying to pull me over first and then try to pull over safely. You know what I mean? So this is...
So it's like, instead of holding up traffic and stopping, you just pull right here.
You should still stop right away, all right? And you're not getting out of the car right now to deliver that, okay? You got an ID on you?
Bro, like, I've never had a cop this bad. I've had 2 bad cops, right? But this was before I knew my rights. Like, this is the reason why I'm even doing this video or reacting to this video, because it's very important for people to see how bad policing can be and also to know what your rights are and see what's really going on in the world. But he doesn't have to listen to any of these unlawful commands. And, but it's easy to judge when you're watching a situation from here. In the moment, it's very difficult. He probably, 9 times out of 10, most black people do not know their rights. And that's a big problem. They don't teach you your rights in school. So unless you learn them yourself or you have somebody teach them to you, you're not going to know your rights. So, yeah, it's the way it is.
I stopped you because you're going 49 and a 30, all right? Is this your vehicle? Whose vehicle is it?
So he sees the DoorDash. So this is really this is obviously a disgusting video. That's why it has 1.4 million views. I know I'm talking a lot. I'm going to get through it quickly. But there's a lot to say because this is very important, This is your livelihood. This is your time. This is your money. These people have the power to take away your life, basically. So it's very important that videos like this are talked about and shared because it's just not right for people to abuse their authority and to create a crime when there's no crime. You know what I mean? These people are literally trying to do things the quote unquote right way. They're literally trying to do a service job. They're trying to give people their food. Imagine if you're the person who is waiting for their food and you don't have your food because a racist cop asshole is trying to fish for a reason to arrest these young black men.
Is this your big sisters? Is this your current address, Little Rock? Do you have an address up here?
You don't have to answer none of these questions.
Up here? Okay, so you're just here for the summer.
See, like, if a cop is like, you can kind of tell when they're asking just to like fish, or when they're asking, you know, I think 9 times out of 10 they're asking those questions just to fish. So most of the time, like, you can respectfully say, I'm not answering any of those questions because you don't need to answer any of those questions. But it just depends, you know. I know some people, they'll answer those questions if the cop is being respectful and they're being respectful, and answering those questions isn't really going to hurt you. But 9 times out of 10, they are going to hurt you because he answered these questions, right? And it still goes the way it goes.
Summer or something? Are you two from here? What's your phone number, man? All right, why don't you step up for me? Yep. Why don't all three of you come up?
Stepping out of the car, see, like, don't take my word for this, but it's really important to probably ask a lawyer and to ask people who understand the law. But stepping out of the car is a big thing because I've seen videos of where people like refuse to step out of the car and they're able to successfully not get out the car. But then I've seen videos where if they refuse to get out of the car, they'll probably yank them out the car. And sometimes it goes where like, yeah, they were wrong to yank them out the car and they'll get a lawsuit. But then sometimes it doesn't go that way. So that it's very weird. Most of the time you hear people say like, if an officer says that you have to get out the car, then you have to get out the car. And that's only true to a certain extent. Technically, it's supposed to be like they'll ask you to get out the car if they have a legal reason to ask you out the car, and a legal reason would be if it's for their safety, right? So they have to prove that they're asking you to step out of the car for their safety, or if they want to claim they quote unquote smell marijuana, or if they see something illegal, then they also have a right to ask you to step out of the car. But yeah, it's very murky. It's very murky. So I probably, now that I know what I know now, in this situation, I would not have stepped out of the car. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have obliged to any of his commands other than giving him my license and giving him my registration. For anyone watching this, give them your license, give them your registration, don't answer any questions, and that's it. And let them know that too. That's it. All that other shit, no. Anything else he wants to do after that is going to be a win on you and a loss on him. This is probably going to be a rights violation, so understand that.
Leave the phone in there, sir. Step out, leave the phone. Leave the phone in there.
You also don't need to leave your phone, too. This is a fucked up video, but I'm going to save some of my commentary so we can go through the video. Because you can record yourself, too. You really should have recorded the whole interaction. Because he's obviously overstepping his boundaries. There is no lawful command that says you can't record or you can't have your phone. So they're just on a power trip. They want to control black people and black men. It's fucked up out here. Honestly, this video really pisses me off, to be honest.
Leave the phone in there. Because I'm telling you, you can't right now. You're investigating something. Okay?
You're investigating something.
Put your phone in there right now. Put your phone in there. Put your phone in there. Because I'm going to search the car for marijuana.
Okay.
Watching these videos is so hard to watch, bro. He said, why do I need to put my phone in there? Because I'm investigating something? This officer's voice sounds like a coward. He sounds like a loser. He sounds like a wussy in the first place. So shout out to this young black man for not listening to his unlawful commands. Shout out to you, my brother. Because he's on some bullshit already.
We're investigating something you're not allowed on the phone. Put it in there. I'm not going to ask you again.
It's a lawful order.
It's not a lawful order.
All right, welcome back to the Civil Rights Lawyer channel. I'm John Bryan. Several people submitted this video to me and wanted to hear my thoughts on it. This happened in Wisconsin. And this was originally uploaded by the YouTube channel Patrolling Wisconsin. Check them out, give them the credit they deserve. Let's go through this together. There are several interesting issues here having to do with basically a traffic stop for speeding that almost from the very beginning was actually a drug investigation and possibly racial profiling. Let's go through it. This video begins as basically a run-of-the-mill traffic stop. The allegation was going 49 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone. Of course, if you look at this footage, you can see that in West Virginia, this would be like a 70 mile per hour zone because it's basically a 4-lane highway with raised medians. So this looks like a speed trap-ish area anyways. No other criminal allegation other than the speeding. And as sometimes happens, when somebody who's being pulled over doesn't immediately submit to the authority of the government, they flip out, the police officers flip out. So you can see for yourself here from assuming that the emergency lights turned on when the body cam was activated. Really, I don't see a problem here. He was going to this location already. He makes a U-turn and he pulls in to a safe and appropriate location to park in a traffic stop. I've certainly seen much worse, but that doesn't stop these cops from getting aggressive and escalating the situation from the very first moment, which is what happens here.
And shout out to the civil rights lawyer. 1 million views on this video. Shout out to him. 1 million subscribers. Seems like he is passionate and into the right thing too. So shout out to him. So yeah, he tried to make an issue of where he parked. This really isn't an issue. You got to read people's energy because you could I don't know his name, but the civil rights lawyer said he's escalating the situation and making a problem out of nothing. Like, bro, give me my ticket and get out my face.
Stay in the car. Can you roll the windows down for me? What's going on?
I have to check Georgia law, but I don't even think you need to roll. You don't even need to roll down any windows. These cops don't deserve any respect, anything to kind of like make them feel comfortable. Like he wants to roll down his window so he could look in the car and find a reason to throw you in jail. You know what I mean? So.
You trying to tip out on me?
No, you're door dashing.
Okay. You're door dashing right here?
Yeah, I swear to God, like this is where we was going. I could show Yeah, we was getting nothing food. That's all.
Can I see the address? You pulled a U-turn real fast and pulled in here. When a cop turns their lights on, you're supposed to pull over right away. All right?
No, you're not supposed to pull over right away. You're supposed to pull over when it's safe for you to pull over. Because they're not going to pay for your car if your car gets damaged. Fucking idiot.
You shouldn't be pulling to the back of a parking lot when someone turns their lights
No,
on.
we understand that, but we was coming here anyway. So it's like, instead of holding up traffic and stopping, we just pull right here.
The customer requested you hand them
Okay.
order. Additional
You should still stop right away. All right?
So he hears the command in DoorDash. He sees the food. And then he wants to just bullshit.
And you're not getting out of the car right now to deliver that. Okay? You got an ID on you?
Honestly, they handled it so far. Their demeanor is like really good because you know us black people, we could get pretty emotional, especially when you're treated wrong. So I'm very glad that the cop is giving him unlawful commands, being a dickhead already, and they're taking it pretty well.
You have a Wisconsin license or no? Do you live in Arkansas?
No, that's where I live. Well, yeah, no. So like, I'm visiting here now.
You're visiting right now? Okay.
But he lived here before.
You don't have a Wisconsin?
Man, like it really sucks because he's talking to him like he's like a regular person. So he's answering their questions and probably being truthful because that's what we do as regular people. You know what I mean? But he doesn't know that the cop is not asking his questions to be his friend, to actually know, or if he cares at all. He's really only asking for like legal purposes. I think if you don't have the right information on your license, they could give you another ticket for that, and just a bunch of bullshit. So
That's an ID.
It's old.
Okay. I stopped you because you're going 49 and a 30. Just so you know. Okay, you're going 19 over. All right. Is this your vehicle?
this is a perfect video to learn what to do in a fishing expedition. I'm not answering any questions. I'm not answering any questions. Is the best words you could say. I'm not answering any questions. I'm not listening to any unlawful orders. I know the law. I know my rights. Wrap this up.
Whose vehicle is this? Big Sisters? Okay.
None of your fucking business.
Is this your current address, Little Rock? Do you have an
None of your fucking business.
address up here? Nothing? How long you staying up here?
None of your fucking business. What does that have to do with speeding, bro? Like, I can't believe this has gone on this long, to be honest. This is really upsets me.
Okay, so you're just here for the summer or something? Okay.
He's from here.
Are you two from here?
I can't believe some of these, like, this is a little rant we'll go on, but I can't believe some of these, like, quote-unquote Christian white people think they're going to heaven just because they're Christians. And I see them do the most evil shit in planet Earth.
Okay. What's your phone number, man? You guys have IDs on you?
They're passengers, so they don't even need to show him their ID. They don't even know that. Because, you know, the way the world works is they want you stupid and not know your rights. I wish I could have told him, bro, you don't need to give him your fucking ID, man. You're a passenger. Tell him to fuck off.
Where is it? Where's that? You can grab it. You got ID, man?
Yeah, hey, she said, why you need an ID if it's a traffic stop?
I'm just asking.
He just asked. You was just asking too.
So you don't need to see it? Alright, so you don't need to see it.
I'm asking for it.
You asking for it?
Yes.
But I don't have to show it?
As the passenger, you don't have to give it to me, but I'm asking for it.
That's cool.
Okay. You have any?
W on the phone. See? W. Shout out to them, man. The cop still wants to violate their rights. I feel like, let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like the cop should let them know that you don't need to give it to me. But, you know, he wants to give it to, like, shit's fucked up out here, bro. This really tells you that, like, knowledge is everything in this world. Knowledge is everything. You have to know, like, things that they don't want you to know. Because, it'll save your ass. 2, it can make you more money. 3, it could just make you live a better life.
Anything here you shouldn't have? Okay. Because it smells like marijuana. Yeah.
Fucking liar. Oh my God. Now it smells like marijuana after you talked to him for 5 minutes and didn't bring it up and it was a regular about a ticket. And then you ask him 20 other questions not about the ticket. Man, lawyer would have a field day with this. I think they get sued too, but I don't want to ruin the video for y'all.
You don't have any? Because it smells like it. You sure don't want to tell me right now?
We don't. It's an ashtray.
So I don't watch a lot of these videos. I'm going to watch through more for you guys to kind of put them out in the world. But I don't know. I always wondered why they ask you these stupid ass questions. I guess they want you to tell on yourself or make their job easier for them. I don't know. It really doesn't. Someone's got to let me know why they ask these questions because I don't even know why they ask that question. It doesn't really make any sense.
Okay.
Okay, what has this officer not done? Generally, according to the Supreme Court, the police have a reasonable amount of time to do the ordinary things that they do for a traffic stop, to issue a citation, to give a ticket, whatever, to hold the person, to detain the person there. They're not allowed to go on fishing expeditions. And what's happening here? The reason for the traffic stop was speeding. The driver gives his ID, he cooperates with everything he's ordered to do, and instead of doing what the officer's supposed to do, he's going on a fishing expedition. He doesn't go and run the guy's license. He starts asking him questions about the license, like it's any of the officer's business where the guy's staying.
See, I just said that before he said that.
For how long he's staying. If he has a driver's license in another state, he is allowed to drive in Wisconsin. It's none of his business. He had this guy's answering his questions. At one point, the officer asked for the passenger's windows to be rolled down. There is authority for that if there's dark tint on the windows, that the officer can ask for the rest of the windows to be down so that he can, see for officer safety concerns inside.
See, I'm glad that he said that, because laws and that are different in every state. Some states you don't have to worry window down at all. Some you have to have it cracked a little bit. So I'm glad he clarified that.
Right, but what I think really is happening here is, again, he's on a fishing expedition and he wants to smell that marijuana. Maybe he thinks he's going to smell in that car, which is absurd that we're still allowing law enforcement to do this, to search people's cars over the alleged smell of marijuana now in 2023.
Let me see.
It's like nipping, like using.
Okay. 3.
That's probably.
This is your sister's car? Okay. You know if anyone smoked in it recently?
She said she did probably before we moved. That's probably why.
Is that sister on the phone? Okay. Tell her it smells like weed in here, and you guys are driving it. Okay. All right, why don't you step up for me? Yep. Come on, officer.
So this is a trick that they do, and I got to figure out what's the best combat for this, because they lie and say they smell weed to give them quote unquote probable cause for them to search the car, because like the civil rights lawyer just said, though, if they claim that they smell marijuana, which I wonder how you could refute that in a courtroom. It's like, how can you prove that you smell marijuana or you did smell marijuana? That could obviously be a lie. And then because of that, then they could violate your Fourth Amendment. That's crazy to me. So he claims he smells marijuana, but it has nothing to do with speeding, and then asking to get out of the car because he wants to search the car. It's crazy.
3, you come up.
From the search of the car?
Leave the phone in there, sir. Step out, leave the phone. Keep your hand out of your pockets. Hey, what's his name?
TJ, listen. He said leave the phone.
TJ,
Why you on my phone?
leave the phone in there.
TJ, stop, bro.
Why can't you have his phone?
Leave the phone
Why
in there.
can't he have his phone?
Because I'm telling you, you can't right now.
Is
We're
that a law?
investigating something.
Is that a law?
Put your phone in there right now. Put your phone in there. Put your phone in there, because I'm going to search the car for marijuana.
Okay, well,
We're investigating something you're not allowed on the phone. Put it in there. I'm not going to ask you again.
It's a lawful order. So
See, like, I'm not super mad at their friend for like wanting to comply so that they make it easier for themselves, but it's wrong as well. You should not be complying with unlawful orders just because you think it'll make it easier for you, for multiple reasons. One, most of the time it doesn't make it easier for you. You can comply with their unlawful orders, and they're still gonna violate your rights and try to search the car. They're still gonna go on their fishing expedition like they're doing now. It doesn't help you at all to comply with their unlawful orders at all. So if the police officer wants to violate your rights, then he's gonna violate your rights. If he wants to take you to jail, he's gonna find reasons to take you to jail, no matter what you do. So when people say, "Oh, just comply," is stupid when people say that.
It's a lawful order.
Put it in there.
That shit sound dumb.
Put it in there.
Sir, you have to put the phone down.
I don't care, man. You get it off.
I'm not going to ask you again. I'm not going to ask you
Can
again.
I ask y'all face something?
Pulse 211, 110.
Like, sis, hey, can't we record? Ain't that our right to record, my nigga?
Yes.
Ain't that our right to record?
Yes, it is.
Step in front of the car. Step in front of the car. Stay right here. Stay right here.
Okay.
Stop resisting. All right? You are. I'm telling you to face the car.
So just for reference, no crime has been committed other than speeding. This guy's just trying to DoorDash, and this cop is harassing him via this fishing expedition that he's on. So he orders him out of the car. That is something that generally police officers can do for officer safety reasons. even though he admits on video here that he's doing it for pursuant to his marijuana investigation. But where does he really screw up here? Well, one of the passengers gets out of the car, and it looks like he's trying to video record what's happening on his cell phone. Then the officer tells him, no, you have to throw that phone back inside the car because we're going to search it for marijuana. Can he do that? No, absolutely not. Really what he's doing is violating this guy's First Amendment rights to try to stop him from videoing what's happening. Him allegedly smelling marijuana. That is the flimsiest of flimsy of tyrannical behavior by a police officer, and it's absolutely shameful.
Super shameful. That's gonna poke me?
No.
I hate when they ask that question too. Under arrest for obstruction, but there was no crime in the first place other than speeding. They love trying to throw black people in jail. That's why it's very important for black people to make the most out of their lives, be successful, you know, do things, because that way you're really shitting on people like this.
Oh, what?
Obstruction.
Obstruction.
Back of the car.
Lawsuit. This is a lawsuit. Lawsuit. This is an easy lawsuit, just like he said.
Okay, but they tweeting me.
This thing is Wisconsin?
Yes, I will talk to you. Just watch the guy in the car.
We don't gotta talk to nobody else. Come here. Why is he getting arrested?
Why is there so many people here? It's just three of us. What's going on?
We don't gotta talk to none of them. We talking to him who pulled us out.
I'm Tina.
Put this down for a minute.
Hold on, hold on.
Talk to you.
Look, we don't gotta put it down.
Wait,
We don't
wait,
gotta
wait.
put it down.
Answer
We don't
like-
gotta put it down. Look.
Wait, just let him
Now,
talk.
why is he being arrested?
Do you want me to explain to you what's going on? Put your phone down. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
I don't have to put my phone down. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
You really want to do
You
that?
just sit it up
I'm
and
talking
do
to
the
you.
same thing.
Hold on. I don't. It's not a law that I have to put my phone down. You talking to me, start talking to me. You're not arresting me. You're not doing shit.
Tina, I'm gonna sit the phone up.
The shorter of the two. Hold on. Whoa. We good.
Come with me.
Just
Talk to him.
hold on,
Take
hold
him to
on.
the side. Hang on a moment.
Whoa.
Come with me.
We good.
Come with me.
And why did bro, these are cowards, bro. I really dislike how they like touching you and being all brave and tough when they have a badge on. When they would never touch you like that if they didn't have a badge on. That's just so disgusting. That shit really, that's another thing that pisses me off so much about these videos, bro. They get so hands-on and antsy when they have a badge on. It's so brave. And these are the biggest cowards on planet Earth. Like, why are you touching him? Why are you trying to move him, bro? Like, oh my God. That's what really blows my mind. It's like, how are you so brave because you have a badge on?
Now. What is happening here?
I'm asking, like, why is there so many people when there's just three of us?
I don't know.
We just trying to deliver DoorDash.
I'm late. What's going on?
We just delivering DoorDash, and he was like, why are we trying to, I'm trying to show y'all where we, right there, he was like, why are you trying to dip up from me? I'm like, this is where the order is at. And I showed him the phone, and he was like, the reason why I'm pulling you over because you was doing 49 and 30 something. I wasn't even going that fast, to be honest. I didn't feel like I was going 49. I literally just, that's why I turned into here. Like, I just turned in and was trying to deliver the food, and then.
Do you have a driver's license?
No, I have
This
my.
officer's going to take your name from you. I have.
You see my ID?
You got it already?
Yeah, what is going on here? Why are you harassing this guy who is just trying to earn a living here? And look at the two female police officers, like they're standing at the ready to grab a hold of those tasers.
Okay. He's got your ID already?
He's seen everything.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That's what I'm saying, like, just trying to deliver the food.
Another reason why there's so many of us is because some of us are training.
We should be good.
There's a lot of.
I'm like, there's still people pulling up. It's like 1, 2, 3. It's like 6 of y'all.
I just told him to leave.
We're just trying to get them their food. I don't even know what house it is anymore.
All right. Well, we'll get it figured out.
So she said there's a lot of officers there for training. So you all witnessed a lawsuit in violation of rights, and everybody stood there and did nothing. It's like, oh, I guess when you're a police officer, you don't know what's right or wrong anymore.
If you come back and just stand over here for me.
Good. Just, okay, talk to me on the phone with you. I don't have to tell you that.
Why are you being like this?
Because
Why are you being like this, ho? Fuck are you talking about?
You're making this.
you think you better than me because you a police officer? You came over here and you arrested him for having his phone. You see how dumb that shit sound? Why is it? Why is he in the back of your car?
You guys over.
Why is he in the back of your car? That's what
Do
I'm
you want
asking.
me to explain or no?
Answer my
You're
question.
just talking.
He asked you to explain, and then you asked, do you want me to explain after he asked you to explain? That's another thing I see police officers do. Why? It's like, do they become stupid? What the fuck? I will out of all the videos I've seen, this one is probably the worst one I've seen. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's some bad ones too, and this takes the cake. So many violations, so many wrong things here. And, you know, America is still like the top country in the planet when it comes to at least economics and like opportunity and stuff too. So I can only imagine how much better the country would be if shit like this happened less and less.
Answer my question.
I'm trying to
Answer
talk
my
to you.
question.
I pulled you guys over.
Answer my question.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not talking to you about this.
Now he don't want to talk to. He don't want to say why the fuck.
Stay here.
Exactly. Exactly. That shit. They think they dealing with somebody who's stupid.
You stay over here.
Is it your car or somebody else's? Big sister's car? How long you been in Wisconsin if you got to Arkansas?
So he tried to tell him 20 times to put the phone in the car. He didn't put the phone in the car. And then now he just walks away like with a walk of shame.
Is it Arkansas? How long you been in Wisconsin? 7. What's that? 7. Just for the summer? Okay.
It's him. He's sitting there looking stupid. He don't know what the fuck to say. Him right there walking away.
So what's going on now? I guess they're just trying to, I don't even know what's going on anymore too. Everyone just standing around. I guess he's trying to figure out how he could lessen the damage of his fuck ups, I guess.
I don't get it. You took the phone from him. He ain't taking the phone from me.
This is the worst police behavior I've ever seen.
He said he was instructing because he tried to take his phone out of his hand. That's cool, but I'm letting you know. Hello? Okay. You, who put us over, what you doing? He's talking to the boss. He'll be over there. He talking to the boss. He'll be over here in a second. Somebody else. Hey, just don't grab the phone.
No, stay here. Stay here. Stay here.
I'm moving around. Just throw it. That's what I'm telling you. Can you just throw it? I'm not finna fight with no police officer.
Excuse me.
Bro, you just throw the phone. I'm not finna fight with no police officer. Just throw the phone.
Just ridiculous.
Just stay here.
I don't got time for this shit. Just throw it. No, you just throw it. Just throw the phone.
See right here. You don't have
I
to
don't got
touch
time to
it.
wait.
Pass it. You don't have to touch it.
Just gonna make y'all just trying to make it take longer than what it got to be. He's not talking about shit, honestly. We not talking about shit. I'm trying to go. They like making this take longer than what it got to be.
And bro, how pissed is the person who ordered the food, bro? I ain't gonna lie, this would be crazy if you waiting for your food, you hungry as hell, and you come outside and you see this bullshit and they taking this long. Oh my god.
I'm just trying to deliver this order so we go. Oh, he was asking this. That's what I keep asking. Like, we're not doing nothing but delivering food.
Stay here.
Come back and
I
sit.
am. I'm not.
That's where it's
Excuse me.
understand.
Seriously, what is going on here? There's like 8 or 10 police cars and 8 or 10 cops there for 3 teenagers that were literally trying to work, delivering some wings to somebody, and now they're clearly getting cold. Again, still no crime has been committed, and they're just holding these guys and holding them for what? Pending this serious investigation for the smell of marijuana. I mean, can you see why people get upset at the police? Why people don't trust the police?
See how they all in my face like I just did something to them? They all just staring dead in my face.
Alright. You got enough to just tell you these guys you want to see out here?
No, you'd have to speak to him. He's working on it there. I think one of them is not working.
It's 20. Okay.
So let me see what he says.
We got enough that just 1080 these guys and get the heck out of here.
Oh, so he was searching his car. That's what they were doing.
All that money. There's no weed. It's just scales and
See, it is an illegal search, but they're going to try to say, oh, we smelled marijuana, so that's their probable cause. And I don't know if it's just a judge that either has to decide if it's true or not. And then I think most of the judges just side with the police officers because they're on the same team, even though the judge knows and we know that most police officers lie.
That scale's got some shake on right now. No, he's refusing to identify himself, but he was shouting at you saying you need to search my bag.
He was that guy the driver? That's in custody?
No. He was a passenger.
He's failing to identify.
Yeah. So, I don't know, I don't see any.
He doesn't need to identify because he's a passenger. It's like they're upset that he didn't let them violate his rights, and then they still violate it anyways. I think he still took his ID. It's crazy.
And there's the scales. Go on, just look at it right there. Sounds good.
It's crazy.
You know it's mine. You know it's mine. You know it's mine. It's my bag. You know it's mine.
This wasn't in the bag.
It's cool though. It's mine.
You're claiming that?
No, I'm saying it's mine.
Huh?
Exactly. That's how dumb you sound. What is dumb ass? He looking at me dumb as hell. Yes. How many times I gotta tell you, bro? That's fine. It's the damn police officer. Fucking officer Jake.
That could have been her. That could have been her. No, wait, that could have been her. Trey. Yeah.
Hold on.
For a little bit of he's about to go in.
Don't grab my stuff. Here, bro.
Don't we grab stuff stays here?
Here. AJ! Bro, grab my phone!
Alright, let's keep our stuff.
That's it. That's the meat. That's
So yeah, a little bit of, what the fuck is he on the ground for? Yo, there's gotta be a lawsuit to this.
They're obviously locked.
Alright, stay over here.
What the fuck? That escalated.
Dude, I was taking pictures. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't see. I didn't see. I was taking a picture.
Grab my phone. They both grabbed it. I don't.
What's it? We got body cameras too. Yep.
This is Wisconsin.
So we
you already know Wisconsin only has like a 3% black population, so you know they racist as a motherfucker out there.
We got squad cams and we got body cams. So we got everything. Everything will be recorded.
You want to let dispatch know that he's 1080? Oh.
Take him.
I haven't done nothing this whole time.
Make sure you pull that elbow.
I haven't even done this whole time. I can stand up. Like, what I y'all grab me? I didn't do nothing this whole time.
Huh? I know. Walk over here for me, okay?
Oh my God. I swear to God, myself. I didn't do nothing this whole time. Like, why is he on this? Give me your keys, man. Why you have me on the ground like you, hey, boss? What I do? What did I do?
I just told you what to do.
But like, how? I'm like sprinkling off this there the whole time. Thanks. You gotta keep doing
No, for real. So, by the way, you remember in the beginning when one of the friends was like, put your phone in the car, and you know, if they tell you to put the phone in the car, it'll make things easier. Yeah, see how that went, right?
Oh my God.
But his demeanor was super like laid back, so I don't know how he got on the ground. That's crazy.
You got one down here.
Gentleman's information if he's willing to give it to you.
These are the two phones that were
So this is all the guy we were doing, right?
Go get Zach.
Wow, all of that for somebody speeding and then the smell of marijuana. Isn't that just an insane waste, abuse of government resources? Even if there was a
Oh my God, I didn't even know that they put the other dude on the ground. That was disgusting.
smell of marijuana, even if they were speeding, could the guys in the car have avoided some of this by acting differently? Possibly. But isn't it...
I'm not gonna lie, their behavior was really, really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. They could have acted way worse. People like to judge people on like how they should act when they're being wronged. Like there's a right way to act when you're being wronged. They acted very well. They were super respectful in the beginning. I gotta give them like a pretty good rating on their behavior. They weren't super aggressive. Even the first person, when they told him to put his phone up, tried to grab his phone. He wasn't super aggressive, just didn't let him take his phone. They kept trying to tell you can't stand here, like crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit.
Evident to you just watching the footage that this officer was going to get them on something other than speeding from the very beginning. And why is that? All he saw was them speeding. Then when he walked up to the car, what did he see that immediately made him want to treat this as something other than speeding? Did he just immediately smelled marijuana? I mean, that is often the lame excuse for racial profiling. It's one of these, you're not from around here, are you, boy, sort of things. You know, where are you from? How long have you been? Who are you staying with? This was a speeding stop. This should have been a speeding citation or a speeding warning. And these kids were actually polite from the beginning. They weren't talking back. They weren't doing anything suspicious.
Just like I said earlier, their behavior was great too. It's not even like you could even comment and say they did anything. Like their behavior was bad in this whole outcome. So this is like a perfect video to show somebody when they say, just comply or make sure you don't act too crazy or anything.
They complied with all the orders, but this guy was still going to treat them like criminals, and that's what they did. All of this over speeding, all of this over absolutely nothing. And did the occupants of the car escalate it through asserting their rights? Yeah, they did. But then that then caused the cops to retaliate against them, looking for anything. And best as I can tell from watching that video, they didn't even find marijuana in the car. They found, quote, shake and some scales, and they were going to use that. They were looking for anything to justify the abuse that and harassment they were engaging in. How many dental plans do we see in this video that are completely unnecessary to the taxpayers of this area in Wisconsin? I mean, go out there and investigate some actual problems, but don't harass people over nothing, especially people who are just trying to earn a living. Look how they're treating people, and the next generation as well. I'm pretty sure those female cops were trainees, and they're learning how to do this serious investigative work. If there was
everything he said, I 100% agree with. See, the main thing with a video like this is that they have to follow up with a lawsuit. They have to follow up. He says he has some details. We can look at that real quick, see if he has any details on what happened and things like that. But yeah, this is an easy lawsuit. It's an easy lawsuit. Problem is though, it's like it takes a little bit of initiative and effort to oh, it doesn't have anything on here. So yeah, we're not sure what happened. Hopefully they sued the fuck out of these assholes. But yeah, you know, that's that. You know, that's the worst behavior I've seen from cops ever. So shout out to those black men. I hope they learn from this situation. I hope they grow from this situation. I can't really say they could have done. Honestly, like they probably should have stood up for their rights a little stronger. But I think they did a good job, to be honest. I think they did a great job. I can't really complain too much about their behavior or their decisions. So, yeah, you know, that's it for me, man. Love y'all.